Hello, football fans. Welcome back to the UFL Fan Zone. Well, we had two games today. Let's talk about them. First game, I said Birmingham would win this one 34-17, I think. They wound up winning 39-21. This was a game, but when this game turned around is in the second quarter, Memphis gets a break, and on the very next play, Cookus fumbles the football. Birmingham gets the ball. 2 plays later, touchdown, and you could pretty much feel all the air come out of that stadium. I can feel it right here in New York. All 5,600 fans who attended the game, thanks to all the Birmingham fans that actually traveled to go see the game on Bobblehead Day, on a beautiful day. Listen, the showboat is a sinking ship right now. Let's just be honest. Statistically, this game wasn't close. 466 yards total offense to 220 in favor of Birmingham. It's more than double. They dominated the pass. They had almost 100 yards rushing today. 22-13 in favor of first downs. Number of plays was about even. Time of possession was about even. But Adrian Martinez continues to make himself the quarterback of this team. And I know Skip Holtz has had a 2-quarterback system since year 1. But let's be honest. Adrian Martinez is your biggest threat. Maybe Macro, maybe a better thrower. But Adrian Martinez could throw just as good as we saw today. And by the way, I hope Jordan Thomas is on the ESPN top 10 list tonight. I'm just saying that one-handed catch was pretty amazing. Adrian Martinez, 23-36, 368 yards, 4 touchdowns, 186 passer rating. They're 6-0. Memphis is 1-5. Birmingham has already clinched a playoff spot. And the other game today, because the other game ain't worth talking about, I give Houston credit. They were in this game for a long time. But Coach Johnson has no offense. This is a very, very boring Houston team under Coach Johnson 2 years in a row now. And I'm sorry. They better bring in June Jones next year to get back the identity of this Houston franchise. Statistically, the game was pretty even. 242 to 217 yards of offense in favor of St. Louis. Rush yards -5 for St. Louis, 83 for Houston. So Houston did a lot of the things they needed to try to win this game. Time of possession was almost 30 minutes apiece. But the difference is that St. Louis has A.J. McCarron, and they have those 3-headed monster receivers of Marcel Aitman, Jakar Pearson, and Hakeem Butler was a beast again today. 6 passes, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns. As a result, 1-5 Houston, 5-1 St. Louis, and next week we're gonna have a hell of a game down in Birmingham. St. Louis and Birmingham, what many people are calling the preview of the UFL title game, me included. As for Houston, the defense is there under Johnson. No offense. This team is very, very boring. It's almost like watching a Buddy Ryan offense. Please bring back June Jones next year, or at least make him the offensive coordinator. He was great in 2020. He was great for the Sea Dragons last year. What are we doing in this league? What are we doing? Anyway, Houston's now 1-5. The oil wells are pretty much drying up for the Roughnecks. This game was pretty good. I mean, the fourth quarter, Houston stopped St. Louis on the 4th and 1. Then they turn the ball over. St. Louis gets the ball, punched the ball away weakly. Gives Houston a good field possession. They can't do nothing with it. They should have super challenged on that roughing the quarterback. Coach Johnson doesn't do it for any reason, for whatever reason, I don't know. He super challenges on a pass interference that had no chance, which I also didn't get it. That's pretty much been the roughneck season this year. But here we are. Two teams in the USFL Conference that are 1-5. St. Louis is 5-1. Birmingham is 6-0. And that is going to be by far the game of the week next week. In fact, if things go the way I think tomorrow, it may be the only game next week worth talking about. I said I wanted all the underdogs to win to give this league a chance. We were 0 for 2 in that today. Tomorrow you have Michigan. I'm sorry, not Michigan. Arlington and Michigan playing in Detroit. Hey, Detroit fans, can we come out for this game? The Tigers are in my home state right now, the Bronx, playing the Yankees. And the Pistons and the Red Wings are out. They suck. Can we get 15,000 in? You are this close from a playoff berth. Can we show up? Either way, I'm going to be rooting for Arlington because this league needs some drama. Although, even with those two losses today by both Houston and Memphis, I'm beginning to think, what's the point right now, other than maybe hoping the Renegades get a win. And then the other game tomorrow, San Antonio, D.C. I'm hoping D.C. can win, make that division tough. But if San Antonio wins that game too, your Final Four is pretty much set. It's all about who gets the home field. Like I said, we're going to have 4 games that are going to mean something down the rest of the stretch. And D.C. is going to need to win them all, but they're also going to need Birmingham to defeat both San Antonio and St. Louis. And then D.C. is going to have to avenge St. Louis later on in the year to have a chance. So it's not impossible, but very difficult. D.C. better win tomorrow. All right, let me know what you think. Comments down below. What's your opinion? I'd like to know. For the love of football, go UFL. We'll talk to you later.